Hello out there, and welcome to my Let's Play Minecraft series. This is the first episode, and as you can see, we are on a brand new world. We're actually on a server right now, and the goal is that eventually we're gonna be building a city where me and the other players can trade items and blocks with each other. But before we get to all that, of course we need to find a location, gather some resources, and build a small starter base. And to spare you from all that, I'm just gonna go and do that, and then I'll catch up with you in a moment. So here we are, looking out over the location we've chosen for the city. It's quite a nice area. As you can see, there's a forest fire going on right now. We'll get that put out in a second. But we don't need these trees here right away. Anyways, so what we're gonna do is build a bunch of paths, and then people can go buy like plots to build their shops in. And it's a really nice green sort of encapsulated area. It's sort of downset in the middle of a few hills, so that's really nice. And I've also chosen a place for the starter base. It's gonna be right around here. If we just go around this hill, you'll notice that I'm using a texture pack. It's a variation of Exumavoid's Vanilla Tweaks modular texture pack, which I'll put a link to down in the description. And then I've added like these darkened edges on the trees to make them a bit more 3D. So right around here is where we're gonna just be building our starter base. And yeah, now I guess I'll get started on gathering some resources and making this look a bit nicer. So I'll catch up with you then. And there we are. I have spent quite some time terraforming this place, building a small little hut and getting all geared up. We got efficiency 3 and unbreaking 3, and we're actually living with one of my friends, so some of these chests are his, but some of this is my stuff. We also got a small enchanting setup in here, and I guess now we can actually get started on the fun stuff, and that is building the city. I guess I'll just run around here to show you what we've done so far, which is we've laid out some paths. I've started a small farming area down there, and now the plots are also already in place, so we can get started on buying them and building some small shops. And in fact, there's already been one person building a shop. You can see these little fences, they sort of outline where the shops or where the plots are and the price for the plot. That was 6 diamonds. And yeah, we've done quite a bit of work on this area. And there's the first shop. This is sort of the city center, this circle here where we pay for the plots. And then over here is the first shop, which is a torch shop. There you can pay 1 diamond for 64 torches, which is quite nice. And you'll notice each shop has these shop licenses. We'll get back to that when we build our first shop. So the first thing that we're gonna do in this episode is just go down into the mining area and set up a small skeleton farm or bone farm, because what we're gonna be doing a bit later is just building a farming shop probably, or a vegetable shop, or whatever you want to call it. Where was this thing? Oh, it was down here. And for that it'd be nice to have some bones, of course, bone meal. So up there is the skeleton spawner. I just went in and set a bunch of water so that they'll all flow to this area, and now I'm gonna put in a crusher to take their health down a bit. And we're just gonna do this the super easy way, like this, and then with a button, I guess I'll just make a stone button. Yeah, that'll do for now. And then the idea is we'll be standing down here. There'll be a block there so they can't see us. We'll get their health down with this, and then we're gonna kill them and get all their things, which will be nice when we get looting on the sword. Then we're gonna get a lot of stuff. Okay, but first let's just... we should replace this so we don't actually accidentally break it later. Let's go in here and break the bottom layer of torches. I don't think anything will spawn down here anyway. And then we'll go upstairs and break those torches after we put this block there. So they should be right around here. There'll be one right there. And there, there. There, I should not use my pick for this. I don't want to accidentally break the spawner. And we'll go around here, I guess. Just break a few more. 1, 2. Oh, already some skeletons are starting to spawn, which is nice. Hopefully that means it's gonna work. Oh, there's actually a torch back here. Okay, and then we need to go to the last side. I guess there could be a torch out here. We don't want anything else spawning. Oh, there's one more. Can I reach it? No. Now I could. Good. And then let's just put a torch back there. And let's go and patch up the last hole in the wall. And it should be completely dark in there, which means spiders should start spawning like crazy. We are playing on hard difficulty. Yeah, look at that. We got a couple. Oh, that's really loud. Like that. And then we can damage them by doing this. Just get their health down a bit. So they're easier to kill later. And I should put a wooden button there instead. They do much more damage because it lasts longer. With that done, let's move on to the next order of business, which is gonna be a meat and leather farm. I actually want to get 3 farms done in today's episode, and hopefully also 1 shop, because as you can see we are running pretty low on food. We actually don't have any right now. So over here is gonna be our common farming area, where we're gonna build all the things that aren't going directly in the city. Oh, that was my pickaxe. Where we're gonna be building all the things that aren't going in the city. So we want to build a leather and meat farm. So we're gonna go looking for some cows. There should be some right over here. Oh, I think that's... oh, here they are. Yeah, there's loads of cows here. So, as you can see, I brought a few resources with me. And those are the things we're going to be using to build this small farm. It's going to be a simple and cheap, but pretty effective farm, I think. So the first thing we should need is just a chest to hold the items. There. We need a hopper for them to drop into, and a holding area for the cows. Like this. we should place like a dispenser here with a water bucket. We need to go get some water also. I can see like this here. Let's just remove this for now. We need to place a hopper right here. So the idea is the cows are going to be standing here, the adult cows or the seed cows, whatever you want to call them. And because of this glass block, that's actually glass, they can't move on to the other side. But the babies, they can fit under there. So we're going to have water flowing, and then the babies will flow over here, where they'll stay until they grow up. And then when they do, we're going to come by and kill them with our looting sword again once we get that. Let's just encapsulate this completely. Like this. Whoop. Like so. And for now, let's make a staircase up here, because we need to actually get the cows in there. And I did bring some wheat with me, but before we get to that, let's go get the water. Perfect. And now we can start taking the cows with us. Come here, cows. Come here. We need you to go up here without us falling in. Okay, that's good enough. Now I can just go around here and hopefully nudge them right into there. No. Go. Yes, that's what I didn't want to happen. Go in there. Go in there. Come on. Yes, one down. One to go. Oops. Come up here. Close enough. And let's just nudge this one into place as well. Come on. Go into there. No, no, no. Come back. Come back here. Yes, that's good enough. And let's push you. Push you. Yes, perfect. And so now we can just put in the water bucket down there. Put this one, put a button on there. And just for safety, let's put a fence up here so they can't possibly escape from down there. We don't need this to be there, but we do need a sign so that the water won't flow all the way out. This is just a water break. And finally, let's put a lever down, well, I guess right there. This will sort of lock it when we don't want them doing anything. We can close it off. But like when we want to make more seed cows, like right now. So now we can turn on the water. And then we can breed these, which is easy because they're in water. Oh, we also need to go here and put up this trapdoor so that when the small cows go in there, the baby cows, they won't escape. And that is our meat farm. So you just stand up here, repopulate, and if this one isn't extended, the small cows will go over here and you can kill them when they grow up. And their drops will be collected here. That's that for that farm. As you can see, this requires quite a bit of wheat to, feed the cows and breed them. And that actually brings us to the next order of business, which is going to be quite a large wheat farm that we want to build around this area as well. But before we can do that, I need to gather a bunch of resources. I also want to go do a cactus farm, actually, just a simple one, fully automatic. that anyone on the server can use. But for that I need to go find cactuses, and I haven't actually seen a desert yet, so that might be a problem. But yeah, I'll just get going with that. So I got my adventure kit ready. We got a boat, a bit, and some food, and let's go find some cactus. Whew, that was quite the trip. But we're back here at our meat and litter farm that we built before. And we did manage to pick up some cactus, and luckily we also got some pumpkins and some achacha, as Exumawood would say. So now it's time to build our cactus farm, and I've decided to build it right here next to our other farm. And let's start by clearing out some grass, like that. And now we have some area to work with. So we're gonna do this with cobblestone because that's something we have a lot of, and it's gonna be a very simple farm. It's very easy to build. It won't take long. Where we just use the fact that if there is a block next to a cactus block, it will automatically harvest. And let's just start by building some wall so we can get the water to flow. That will take the cactus to one central area, is the plan. So we need to encapsulate this, I think, and then our pickup is gonna be there, there. Yeah, and then our pickup can be over here. That's perfect. Oh, we need to place the chest first, like that, and like that. So this will be a pretty small farm, but it'll do the trick. Because it's fully automatic, this will be running a lot of the time and just generating more and more cactus for us. So that'll be perfect. Okay, so we need to start placing the cactus. And the first cactus is gonna go right up here. And so the pattern is we place some cobblestone with some sand on top and a cactus. And then next to the cactus no, that's not right. Get back here. You don't go there. and then one block up from the cactus, right up here, we place iron bars, which, as you just saw, will make the cactus pop off and fall down into the water, and then it will flow into our hopper. So we just place it in a pattern like this, all the way around, and then that will function to harvest the cactus. Let's just place the rest of the cactus. Like this. And let's get back up here so we can place the rest of the iron bars. When an item drops on a cactus, that item will break and disappear. It'll be destroyed. And these iron bars also help make sure that the new cactus that's being harvested doesn't land on the cactus next to them, which would void it, destroy it. So it has two functions using these iron bars. It both breaks the cactus and makes sure that it doesn't hit the other cacti. Something like this. And that's our cactus farm. So let's just break this and see if some cactus will spawn. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna go get the rest of the resources that we need to build our final farm of today, which will be our wheat farm. So, be right back. And we're back. That actually was quite a while. I had to gather a lot of resources, and it's actually a different day in real time now, and another person started building another farm over there. But we're gonna put our wheat farm right here, and I mean, let's just get started. Clearing out some of this land. It's a pretty simple design. The idea is to have as much continuous farmland as possible connected together. So we'll have to just place a bunch of dispensers along the back row here. And then the idea is to have 8 blocks in front of them be farmland, because that's how far water flows. In order for that to be possible, we need to put water within 4 blocks. So we place a water block here, water source here, and then that will flow 8 blocks down like this. We don't actually need to mine these. Let's do it this way. And so now all the dirt that's tilled all out to here, 4 blocks extra, will be actually irrigated, I think it's called. And so this one water source block will actually keep all of this land fertile, which is great, because then we have like what's that, 13 blocks of continuous in the width. And then if we do the same thing, like 4 blocks out here, have a water source here, then we can also irrigate all of this land, right, with the same reason. And that means that with only like 2 water sources, we can have a farm that's like 13 blocks wide and 8 blocks deep. And then we plant the seeds up here. And when we activate these dispensers, we'll have water in them. And they will make the water flow and harvest all the crops and let them go into this water stream where we can harvest them in the hoppers in the middle. So I'm just gonna go and place all of these dispensers and put water in them, and then irrigate all the land and plant the seeds that I have, and then I guess we'll be back in a moment. And it's done. You can see we got dispensers with water buckets all along the back there, and they will wash all the crops up to here where they'll fall into this collection area, and there's nothing yet, and we didn't have nearly enough seeds to fill up all of this, but we will eventually. I would have liked to also build a shop in this episode, but it is running pretty late already, so I think we'll save that for the next episode, and maybe build 2 shops then or something. But yeah, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and hopefully see you back later. Bye.